So in today's virtual safari I'm wanting to take you across to the Ximungwe Female's den. We knew that she gave birth to this litter of cubs on the 25th of October. And so this sighting is exactly 1 month later. So just being in the presence of a mother leopard and her 1 month old litter of cubs is a pretty special place to be. But before we get across there, I want to actually just get you to sit back and enjoy a number of different sightings of the Ndzhenga males. And these sightings were from a couple of weeks ago when the bushveld was a lot drier and more open and sparse. And in one instance, both of the males were then found with the Enzana pride. All fairly brief sightings, but nobody's going to complain about spending some time with some male lions roaring. It's probably one of the most humbling and exhilarating experiences that you can have out in the bush. So sit back and enjoy, and once the lions are done, we'll get you across to the Ximungwe female and her latest litter of cubs. So there is no more iconic sound than the roar of a male lion waking up in the early morning to lions belting it out with a full-blown roar right on our doorstep. So we set out from camp this morning after hearing these lions calling persistently for the last hour or so, and have found the 2 Ndzhenga males and the 3 adult lionesses from the Enzana pride, a matter of maybe 100 meters from the entrance to Vati camp. 3 females and the smaller Ndzhenga male just here, the bigger Ndzhenga males in the distance across there. Being so close to camp, there is a lot of people that want to get in here and see these lions, especially having heard them basically for the last little while. So, fantastic way to start the morning.
Cattle group and cut south into the grass.
Brown and her guests followed the Ximungwe female. this cluster of boulders. We've come out now this morning and she's back here with one cub milling about and mingling in amongst the rocks here. So it doesn't get better than this morning. And so in this virtual safari, I'm actually going to slow the pace down quite a bit. I'm going to put in a lot longer clips of just these two milling about and interacting, having a whale of a time. So sit back and enjoy. We knew exactly when she gave birth because Kelsey followed her into a cluster of boulders, and sadly she then moved from that den somewhere else. She then led us on a wild goose chase all around an area much further south of here. We sat with her until about 11:30 that morning, where temperatures were soaring. It had pretty much reached a stalemate because she wasn't going to go back to her den with the male being around. Anyway, 2 days later, Taylor Brown's followed her back. Here is a den that she's used in the past with the Ndzhenga Male. And so it is a pretty fantastic den in that there's a lot of little nooks and crannies and crevices for the cub to hide in. And it appears as though there is only one cub here. I don't know if she had more. She could very well have. But going back to the litter with the Ndzhenga Male, that we believe there was only one cub in that litter. And this morning we've now been afforded a sensational sighting of a leopard cub that is extremely relaxed and comfortable with our presence, and that is mostly in part to the mother being relaxed and comfortable with our presence here. This is an incredibly sensitive area where we're going to now very carefully watch how we operate here. We'll probably only have one vehicle come through here per game drive to see if she's here. And it's an easy access in. We just drive in and you stop. There's no moving around here. There's no repositioning, because we want this cub to grow up knowing that the vehicle means no threat to it. And by putting any unnecessary pressure on it, it's then going to have a negative perception of the vehicle. So a litter of one cub means that the mother can focus all of her time and energy on that cub. However, there is no insurance, if you want to call it, that on this cub reaching independence, because now she only has one chance. Whereas if you look at the Ximungwe female, who had 3 cubs in her most recent litter, she has 3 shots of raising at least one of them to independence. However, looking after and moving one cub around is somewhat easier and less taxing on the mother. So we begin on a very exciting endeavour following the journey of this little cub, and I cannot wait to keep you in the loop with more of the developments around this den. And hopefully she keeps it here for quite some time, but at some point she'll then most likely move it on to a new den site. But we'll just wait for that day to come, and hopefully we're able to follow her when she moves it to a new den. I hope you've enjoyed this exhilarating little morning with a mother leopard and her 1-month-old cub, because I've certainly enjoyed it. And subscribe to our YouTube channel if you haven't already. That'll keep you in the loop with any more of these videos that we put out there. But thanks for watching. Drop a comment below. Tell us how you feel after watching this little epic interaction between a mother and a cub. And like the video. I'll see you all again next week, but thanks for watching.